Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome back to my FIFA 20 Dortmund career mode. Now, before we get into today's episode, I just want to say a huge big thank you for love and support on the channel. And as always, guys, at the start of today's episode, we're quickly going to look at the games that lie ahead. Up first, we are at home for our fifth game in our Champions League group stage, taking on a Dynamo Kiev. We then face off against Hertha BSC in the Bundesliga, also at home. And then we move into the Christmas month of December, where on the 5th of December, we take on Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga away from home. Now, we know that Wolfsburg are doing very well in the Bundesliga right now. And at the end of the last episode, which unfortunately, guys, isn't even uploaded yet, so I'm not going to get to do my favourite part of the video, which is talk about the comments from the previous episode. But at the end of that last episode, I touched upon the fact that Wolfsburg are doing pretty well right now, so we need to play that game. And we're also dropping quite a few points in the Bundesliga. We're starting to struggle. We took on RB Leipzig and battered them 5-0, got the 3 points, closed the gap between us and them by only 1 point. But then we have a game against Stuttgart where we draw 1-1. Had we have won that game and then won against RB Leipzig like we did, we would have been above them and into third position. So we are dropping too many points. And if we want to close the gap between Frankfurt, between Bayern Munich, we need to start focusing and putting 99% of our focus on the Bundesliga rather than the Champions League, because I have to be prepared to sacrifice one of the competitions if I want to win the other. And the fact that we won the Champions League, Piszczek before he retired, got to lift with the captain's armband, he got to lift the Champions League trophy. I feel like in Season 2, I should be focusing on the Bundesliga. Now, with the Liverpool career mode, because I'm doing so well in the Premier League and the Champions League, I'm quite easy being able to balance it and going on to try and win both in Season 2 at Liverpool. With Dortmund, we're starting to fall behind with the Bundesliga, meaning I think that we need to focus more on those games. I need to be better in game. We need to take the advantage very early on and can't afford to go 1 or 2-0 down because it's too difficult to claw back on ultimate difficulty. So today, 100% focus is going in to the Bundesliga. So we're going to simulate the game against Dynamo Kiev, and if we do manage to win it, we are guaranteed a place in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Then it'll come down to the final game against Chelsea, whether we finish first or second, which, to be honest to me, doesn't really bother me. As long as we get through to the knockout stages, that is the important part. Then we're going to play the game against Hertha BSC and then play the game against Wolfsburg. Now, like I just said, guys, because I haven't edited or uploaded, because literally I recorded the last, so the episode before this, of the Dortmund career mode, I recorded it yesterday. I'm not going to edit that video till tomorrow and upload it till tomorrow, and I'm recording today. So unfortunately, there is no comments to go over. And that means in the future, I may not be able to catch up with the comments. It depends how quick I'm going to record, but I'm managing to smash it out. I got 2 videos recorded yesterday. I've got another one recorded today. Do some editing today and tomorrow, and I should get myself a little bit ahead. And realistically now, guys, it's that time of year on FIFA where it's starting to die out. Not a lot of people are making content on it. So for me, I want to finish Season 2 at Liverpool, finish Season 2 at Dortmund, retire from both of them, and do my final FIFA 20 career mode series that will run all the way till FIFA 21 drops, and then we can start focusing on the new content. And trust me, guys, FIFA 21 is going to be literally my channel, the MassiveBrad channel, is going to be the place to be for FIFA 21 content. I am already coming up with original ideas, awesome new features that I'm going to include, different ways of doing fan objectives and stuff like that. So it's going to be absolutely incredible, and I'm hoping that FIFA 21 is going to be the year that launches the channel, grows the community even bigger, and just helps the channel get to the next level. And you guys can be part of that by supporting me every single video that I do upload. But up first, like I said, we are going to simulate the game against Dynamo Kiev. A little bit of a rotated team, but still trying to keep some of the big names in there, like Paco Alcacer, Marco Reus, Akanji, Klosterman, Berkey. Trying to keep it pretty decent to the starting 11, try and keep it nice and high rated since it's a simulated game. I have brought Julian Brandt and Delaney back into the team, although you'll see I've put Delaney on the right side because I felt like Julian Brandt and Delaney down the left side just haven't been doing it for me. I feel like they don't want to play for me. I feel like they're a bit lackluster. So what I've now done is I've moved Delaney over to the right side, so hopefully Dahoud can help out Julian Brandt. Delaney or Hazard can help out Delaney, and hopefully we can get them back to their normal ways. But we've gone with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Behind him, we've got Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield. Brandt, Dahoud, Delaney and Hazard through the midfield. Schultz, Zagadou, Akanji and Klosterman at the back with Roman Berkey between the sticks. I am hoping for my sake and your guys' sake that When we've been simulating these games, it's been a little bit rough. We haven't got off to a great start, and I'm hoping with us being at home and putting out a decent side as we get the players warmed up. Can we start today's episode with a win? Can we do it? 2-0. That is literally the perfect start I needed. A clean sheet, 2 goals from Paco Alcacer. The first one coming in the 9th minute, so we opened up our winning ways very early on into that first half. And then straight away in the second half, 3 minutes in, Paco Alcacer scores a second and gets himself a brace. For the rest of that game, there was no more highlights. But to get the 2-0 over Dynamo Kiev, first of all, has just guaranteed us knockout stage football in the Champions League. We kept a clean sheet, which is great because obviously I put Zagadou and Akanji in there rather than Hummels and Akanji. So a little bit rotated at the back as well, bringing Klosterman and Schultz back in. I'm very happy with the result. It puts us in a great mindset, winning the first game of today's episode. Now we need to focus on the 2 Bundesliga games and make sure that we get 6 out of 6 points. Right, so up next, we're back at home taking on Hertha BSC. This is Marko Grujic's team that he currently gets put out on loan at from Liverpool. So I do believe he should be playing in the midfield for Hertha BSC. But you can see I've made a couple of changes. One of the biggest changes is bringing Delaney back into that midfield. I love the partnership between Delaney and Witsel. I think they are solid in the midfield for us. But with Delaney letting us down, and especially with Julian Brandt on the left mid position letting us down, we've really suffered down that left side. So by keeping Rafael Guerreiro over there with Delaney, hopefully he can bring Delaney back to his full potential. He can start playing well, and realistically we did just manage to keep a clean sheet in that simulated game against Dynamo Kiev. Hopefully we can do the same against Hertha BSC. But we've gone with Paco Alcacer up top in the striker position. Behind him we've got the captain Marco Reus in the central attacking midfield. Guerreiro, Delaney, Witsel and Sancho through the midfield. Hakimi, Hummels, Akanji and Dumfries at the back, with Roman Berkey between the sticks. We normally have Schultz at the left-back position, but unfortunately he was red-carded and has a match ban, so we're having to bring Hakimi in there, and I've gone with Dumfries over Klosterman. Dumfries is a lot more attacking, a lot more quicker, and I think we will punish them down that right side with the link-up between Dumfries and Sancho. And from what I've done in the previous games, like against RB Leipzig, attacking down that right side, getting it into Reus and Paco Alcacer, worked very well for us, and hopefully it will against Hertha BSC. Come on lads, the EA gods have done us a favour here. A starting game against Dynamo Kiev and a 2-0 win, a clean sheet, 3 points, and now a guaranteed spot in the knockout stages of the Champions League is exactly what we wanted. Now we have to show the fans here today, you guys at home, that when I'm actually playing these games, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to fight till the very end, and I hope all the players do look to fight till the very end whistle as Paco Alcacer does get us kicked off in this first half period. Let's get it underway. And lads, you've got to fight for me. Mbula. Loden, Mbula. Ball through now. It's a great ball through to Selke. It's 1-0. I'm not even sure what I can blame there other than myself. I just feel like I maybe pulled the player out of position, or whether it was just a great worked goal there by Hertha BSC. I'd have to watch the replay. I've got Hummels out of position there. Hummels well out of position. Tucks it in behind. Hakimi's had to come across. It was my fault. I pulled unfortunately Hummels out of position. We are 1-0 down, and it is not the best start for Dortmund. Play it around the corner. Good lad. One player through now. Beautiful. Play it on the inside now. On the inside, Marco Reus. You finish there. It's 1-1. Calm, collected, and Marco Reus finds the back of the net. Nice. Right, we're back to a level playing field. We're back to 1-1. We now have to look at pushing on. That was a beautiful bit of football there. A great ball from Guerreiro through there to Paco Alcacer around the back. On the inside to Marco Reus. Could have even looked to have gone for Rafael Guerreiro on the edge of the box, but instead it gets to the captain, who buries it in the back of the net, and we are back to 1-1. Let's go Witsel. Ball around now. Berkey's come for it. Nicely done, Berkey. It's going to be offside anyway. We'll take that. He's got in behind here. It's going to be a problem, Witsel. You've got to do very well to get across here. It's Santon to the edge of the box. It's a great block. Let's panic. Don't panic, sorry, and get that ball out. As now Paco Alcacer looks to chase this down. For the Hertha BSC goal kick, we're going to play it short to Guerreiro. He's now going to whip it in. Looking for Paco Alcacer. It's cleared away. Sancho now going to come for it. Hakimi coming across. Come on, Hakimi. And Mbula's going to battle him off the ball. That's it. Falls him backwards, and as the ball does go out of play, the referee is going to blow that half-time whistle anyway. I'm very glad we got it back to 1-1 in that first half. Otherwise, it would have been a real struggle for us in this second half. I'm pretty happy to go back into the second half with exactly the same team. I think we're playing great football. We just need to find that final ball in behind and make sure next time we do, we put it in the back of the net. Here the BSC do kick us off in this second half period. Well done, Dumfries. Good interception. Let's go, Sancho. Feed it through there now to Sancho. Who's going to be throwing goal? It's Sancho. Referee. That's going to be a penalty. It is. It's a penalty to Dortmund. Lukumi has taken out Jadon Sancho as he was through on goal. Only a yellow card. I really thought that could have been a red, to be honest. Are we going to get a replay of it and knock the ball ahead with Sancho? I do believe that Lukumi has tried to get the ball there. There's nothing harsh or vicious in that tackle. He's tried to win the ball. He's took out the play, and it is going to be the captain, Marco Reus, to step up to look to bury this one in this top right corner if possible. I do hate the penalties on this game. Marco Reus, top right corner, buries it. It's 2-1. Just what we needed. Calm and cool as a cucumber. Marco Reus gets his second. We now take the lead 2-1 after going 1-0 down. And I think very early on in the 55th minute, we will now look at making a couple of changes. Sancho going to make his way to the bench for Hazard. I think I'm then going to have to leave Guerrero on at that left mid position, unfortunately. I'm going to bring Ennis Bardi on. In fact, I will bring Kai Havertz on at the central attack and midfield. And then I think the last one is going to be Witsel, who's on a yellow card, not looking too fully fit for the Hood to play through the midfield. Probably could have looked at bringing Dumfries off, maybe because he's on a yellow card. But for now, I think we're pretty solid at the back. I'm going to make sure we only let one goal in, the one that we already have. And we'll continue to push on and look for a couple more goals. Let's go, Delaney. Well done. Great tackle there. Hazard. Delaney. Up now to Havertz. Through now to Paco Alcacer. Pings over the top. Guerrero. Takes it down on his head. Looks to volley. It's a great strike. Kai Havertz now going to do well to keep this in. Well done, Havertz. Edge of the box. Beautiful. Hazard. Delaney lines one up. Delaney again, who takes it down on the volley. This time it's a terrible volley and it's well wide of goal. Come on, lads. Mbula, a little bit of skill here now. Come on, Dumfries going to get a shot off. Roman Berge forced to make a save as Mbula does a little bit of skill and breaks down our defence. Here's the Hood. The Hood round now to Paco Alcacer. Trying to go through there now to Kai Havertz with a beautiful ball. Through now to the Hood, who's going to hit the first time. It's in off the post. It's 3-1. It's game over for here, the BSC. We needed that third goal to just take the pressure off. We only had a slim lead in 2-1. They were attacking very well. And I felt like it was only a matter of time before they did find the back of the net. Luckily enough, Mohamed the Hood goes ahead and puts it in the back of the net to make it 3-1. And it now is a game over, and I can start to relax and not worry too much about the pressure coming from here the BSC. Who's going to jump for a header and head it back. He does manage to win it as well, but as Barrett does pick up the ball from the long lost header from Hazard, the referee is going to blow that full-time whistle. We have beaten here the BSC 3-1. I told you guys at the start of this game I was going to fight till the very last minute. I need players in this team that are going to fight till the very last minute. That is exactly what we did. To go 1-0 down and fight for every single ball, fight for every lost ball, fight for every pass, and manage to go on and win 3-1 is incredible. On paper, we probably should have lost that game. 7 shots, 6 on target for here, the BSC. We had 8 shots, 3 on target, all 3 in the back of the net. Very, very consistent from ourselves. We were the very, very dominant team when it comes to actually putting the ball in the back of the net. But on paper, here the BSC did look to be the better team. Marco Reus picks up man of the match with a 9.2 rating. He scored a brace, fully deserved. And we can now march on, excited to get into this game up next against Wolfsburg. And I did hear the commentators say that Wolfsburg did just win their last game either 2 or 3-0. Well, a massive thank you to 17th position Hamburg, who have just held Frankfurt to a 1-1 draw. The gap between us and second was 5 points. It's now been closed to 3. If Frankfurt or RB Leipzig do not win their next game when we take on Wolfsburg and we beat Wolfsburg, we may potentially move into second position. That is only if Frankfurt and Leipzig both lose. If either of them draw, we'll move into third without a doubt. But we have to focus now on beating Wolfsburg, which is going to be a very difficult game because Wolfsburg breathing down on next, only 2 points behind us. They will want this win so badly because they will move up to 4th position and into a Champions League spot. So I do not doubt, and you can see there that Volland for Wolfsburg grabs November Player of the Month award. It is going to be a very difficult game against Wolfsburg. We're really going to have to dig deep. We're going to have to work hard. And most importantly, we need to focus on those 3 points. And I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. And you guys at home, keep your fingers crossed that Frankfurt or RB Leipzig drop points. Because then we can start to gain on Frankfurt, move above RB Leipzig, maybe even move above Frankfurt. And then put all of our focus and effort into closing the gap between us and the very dominant top team right now, Bayern Munich. But you can see the lineup. We've had to rotate it a little bit with Paco Alcacer making his way to the bench. For Haaland, I feel like the strength and pace up top of Haaland might help us get in behind. We've also got Marlen to also potentially come on. I feel like pace will probably ruin Wolfsburg if we tie them out in the first half. But we've gone with Haaland up top in the striker position. Behind him, the captain Marco Reus, who is in great form right now in the central attacking midfield. Guerrero, Delaney, Witsel and Sancho through the midfield. Schultz, Hummels, Akanji and Dumfries at the back with Roman Berkey between the sticks. Guerrero is our only player not fully fit, and I do have Julian Brandt on the bench to come on for him in the second half. And this is Julian Brandt's time to go, you know what? I can see that the boss has dropped me. If I don't play well, he's going to keep dropping me. He's going to give me a chance here in the second half. I have to prove myself. I have to score. I have to play well. And hopefully, he'll fight to get his place back in this starting 11 for Dortmund. Come on, lads. We've just managed to go 1-0 down against Hertha BSC and fight to the last whistle to pull it back to 3-1. Against Wolfsburg, I don't think we will have that opportunity. I personally think if we are to go 1-0 down, it's not going to be as easy to fight back. They are currently 5th, breathing right down our necks. They want this win more than ever to move into a Champions League spot. We want to do the job of Wolfsburg to hopefully move into 3rd or 4th. Sorry, into 3rd or 2nd. And I just know this is not going to be an easy game, but we cannot afford. We have to take the lead, in my opinion, and that's exactly what I'm going to do from kickoff, as Wolfsburg are going to get us kicked off in this first half period. Panicked at the back, give the ball away. What are we doing? This is great football from Wolfsburg at the moment. Going to slide in. It's 1-0. After nearly 4 minutes, it's 1-0 Wolfsburg.
Just what they were hoping to produce.
That was some quick football, but I have to say, Witsel, I tried to clear the ball out of him. He didn't clear it. We lost it there. Dumfries tries, loses his balance, pulled Hummels across, opened up the space for Poulsen, who bangs it in the back of the net. It's 1-0 and not the start I wanted to this game. It's going to be a long way back. Move, lads. Come on, Delaney. Over now to Marco Reus. Marco Reus waiting for that ball through there now to Sancho. Sancho through on goal. I need him to go ahead and score. Come on, Sancho. Yes! 1-1. We're going to fight back. Sancho, the one player right now on this pitch that's making the runs for me. I'm fighting for these 3 points. Well done, Jadon Sancho. It's a great run. It's a great ball from Marco Reus. I thought I pushed it too far ahead, but he manages to just slip it under the keeper and takes it back to level terms. It's 1-1 and game on. Oh my God, and Sancho straight away. Look at this. Sancho coming again now. Sancho for the second chance. It's 2-1. Jadon Sancho intercepts the ball, sprints to the defence and goalkeeper, and he was gone. I just said to you that Jadon Sancho is the one player on this pitch right now for me. Probably had a bit of Marco Reus, the two players that are fighting to score and get into great position. Sancho intercepts the ball, runs at their defence and keeper, slots it home for his 5th goal in the Bundesliga this season. And we have taken the lead. And 3 goals have been scored in the 18th minute. Playing a little 1-2 of himself there. Come on, Delaney needs to get across some. Forced him into this corner. Nicely done. Ball now coming in. Ball into the middle. Weghorst makes it 2-2. This is going to be a very difficult game. Both teams needing these 3 points. Wolfsburg need it to move into the top 4 and a Champions League spot. We need it because we want to try and close the gap on the top 3. It's 2-2. And it is game on. Haaland still on the ball here. Plays it through now to Witsel. He's going to open his body and left fly. Guerrero's going to try and keep it in. It's going to go out for the Dortmund corner. Come on, lads. I'm pretty sure as the keeper kicks this out and we try and win this header, it is going to be blown here for half-time. Delaney tries to play it over to Jadon Sancho. We're going in. Unfortunately, back on level terms, 2-2. We went 1-0 down. We pulled it back to 2-1. We slipped up at the back. It went back to 2-2. Probably very even right now. Wolfsburg having a little bit more possession. We've had the one more shot on target. A couple more shots in general. It's tough. It is end-to-end stuff and probably one of the best games this season you guys are going to see as Haaland does get us kicked off in the second half period. Brandt, I need you to go here, son. I need Julian Brandt going. He's not going to make the right run for me. But Schultz is now on the overlap. Schultz cuts back. Beautiful. Schultz now making his way. Let's go to the edge of the box here for Haaland, who's going to open up his body and left fly. But Casteels with a comfortable save. It was straight down the middle. Up now to Delaney. Delaney cuts back on the inside now to Havertz. Havertz going to feed that through now to Haaland, who's going to be through on goal. He's going to get the ball taken off him. Keep fighting for the Haaland. Keep fighting. Bit of panic at the back, and the ball is going to be out of play. No, it's going to be well kept in. Jadon Sancho on the inside now to Haaland. Julian Brandt's not wanting to make that run. We're going to cut it back and play it on the inside. It's not going to happen. The referee's going to blow for full time. It's a draw to Wolfsburg. It's not the result we wanted. Haaland had a shocker. Julian Brandt is playing poor for me. He's still playing poor. I mean, without a doubt, to go 1-0 down and within 2 minutes in the 16th and 18th minute, Jadon Sancho puts us back in the lead. On paper, we deserve to win. On paper, we deserve to win. 8 shots, 6 on target to their 3 shots, 2 on target. We don't deserve to draw that game. We really don't. We had so many chances. We just weren't clinical enough. But then the same could be said about that last game against Hertha BSC. They were the more dominant team, but we managed to get the win. We'll have to take a point and we'll have to come at it from a different angle. Unfortunately, though, if RB Leipzig and Frankfurt have won their games, they are going to look to push on. Jadon Sancho, well and truly deserved, does manage to push on and get that 9.4 rating and man of the match. It's a disappointing result at the end of today's episode. It really is. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for the final time in today's episode. And unfortunately, as much as we started on a high, we certainly end today's episode on a low after only picking up the 1 point and a 2-2 draw against Wolfsburg. I have now advanced all the way to the next game, which is going to be away from home Chelsea for our final 6th game in the Champions League group stage. You can see that us and Chelsea are guaranteed to be going through. Lokomotiv Moscow take on Kiev. If Kiev win, they go up to 4 points. If Lokomotiv Moscow win, they go up to 7. Us and Chelsea currently joint on 12. Maybe I should look at playing that game for the simplicity of trying to finish top in the group stage, but I really don't care because we're dropping points in the Bundesliga. That is where my focus needs to go. And before we do end today's episode, I am going to take a look at how the Bundesliga is now currently looking. We'll then take a look at the games in the next episode and we can start planning from there. So in the Bundesliga, did RB Leipzig win? Or did they draw? Let's take a look at RB Leipzig's last game. So, we drew 2-2. RB Leipzig beat Stuttgart 2-0. And Hamburg doing very well at the moment. And Frankfurt won 1-0. What about Bayern? Where are Bayern? They beat... it's not Wolfsburg. It's Werder Bremen at 2-1. So, nothing in the table changes. We still have a huge 9-point gap between us and Bayern Munich. We have a 5-point gap between Frankfurt. Obviously, that has been back down now, unfortunately, to 3. It's now back up to 5 after we only managed the 1 point against Wolfsburg. And, of course, Frankfurt won. And then 3 points between us and RB Leipzig. And the 2 points still remain between us and 5th position Wolfsburg. Very, very tight. I would say from 2nd to probably 6th. As for the rest of it, Bayern Munich right now are currently running away from it. We could really do with playing Bayern Munich soon, so we can try and upset this great run that they're on and then look to push on from there. Realistically, it's not the problem that we're scoring goals. If you look, we scored 31, only conceded 9, goal difference of 22. Bayern Munich have let in 3 more goals, but have managed to score 6 more goals. I think it's just games like that where we slip up. We get a 1-1 draw against Wolfsburg. We've then lost to FC Köln. We also drew to... Who else did we draw to? Was it Augsburg? I think it might have been Augsburg or Stuttgart it was we drew. we're just slipping up and dropping points there. And unfortunately, with the likes of Bayern, Frankfurt and RB Leipzig above us, we just cannot continue to do that. Otherwise, trying to win at the Bundesliga is going to we're going to make it impossible for ourselves. So we can't afford to keep dropping these points. But in the next episode, we take on Chelsea for the first game away from home for our 6th and final game in the group stage in the Champions League. We then take on TSG Hoffenheim at home in the Bundesliga. And then we have Werder Bremen in the DFB Pokal. Now, it's around the 16, and to be honest, the DFB Pokal isn't really one that I'm interested in, if I'm completely honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the game against Chelsea and try and finish top of the Champions League group. We're going to play the game against Hoffenheim where we have to bag those 3 very important points. And then we're going to actually simulate the game against Werder Bremen in the DFB Pokal, because realistically, if we get knocked out of the DFB Pokal, in English terms, that's like getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. I'm really not that fussed on it this year. I'm focusing on the Champions League and the Bundesliga, and if I have to pick or lean towards one of them, it's the Bundesliga, because we won the Champions League in the first season with Dortmund. So realistically, am I bothered if we get knocked out of the DFB Pokal? No, I'm not. So I can focus on the other 2 competitions instead. The episode after that, we then take on Mainz 05, which is a very, very difficult team. That was the first team that Jurgen Klopp managed in the Bundesliga. They're away from home. We then take on 17th place Hamburg, who, to be honest, you'd expect to dominate against, but they're actually doing pretty well at the moment. They managed to hold Frankfurt to a 1-1 draw, and then I do believe to just be Hoffenheim 1-0, so a very decent team that are starting to bounce back. And then we move into the transfer window where we have a good, so far, 4 weeks off. I'm pretty sure there will be a Champions League game thrown in there before we once again play FC Köln, where we must guarantee the 3 points away from home. We lost at home to FC Köln last time. We need to beat them away from home. And then FC Nuremberg at the last day of the January transfer window. Are we going to make any signings? Maybe we need to. Maybe the team is starting to suffer. Maybe we haven't just got the team that we need. And with 128 million to spend, million euro that being, and 480,000 euro to spend on a weekly wage budget, maybe we do need to look at the team. Maybe we need to bring somebody in. Now, Royce did pick up an injury in that last game. Luckily enough for us, it's only a 5-day injury. It was just a bruised shoulder. I'm not sure why with a bruised shoulder he's out for 5 days. But if that's what he needs, that's what he needs. We will have to rotate the team quite a bit for the game up next against Chelsea. But do we need to spend in January? Do you guys think we need to spend in January? Where do we need to spend? I don't really want to bring another striker in because we've got Haaland that we brought in. We've got Marlen. We've also got Paco Alcacer. Maybe I need to start giving Marlen a chance up top. He is an overall 82 rated striker. He done very well in season 1 for us. Maybe he needs to start and rotate with Paco Alcacer rather than Haaland, because right now, Erling Haaland just ain't doing it for us. He's really not. Julian Brandt's still not doing it for us. Delaney seems to be having a much better game. Witsel making a few mistakes but having a better game. Sancho playing his heart out to get these important wins. Maybe we just need to rotate the team a lot, and maybe I need to stop thinking about playing players that I think are just going to start playing for me, and I need to focus on putting other players into those positions. So instead of having Guerrero, who's not fully fit now at left mid, instead of bringing Julian Brandt in and hoping that he'll play well, maybe I need to bring in Brune Larsen, who will probably get a chance in the next episode, and he probably will play his heart out for us because he wants to win and he's happy to wear the shades of this team. Whereas right now, Julian Brandt, you're just not doing it for me, and I don't think I'm in a position right now to keep bringing you on, hoping that you're going to do something, and in reality, you don't. And someone else that could have come on, that could have done something for us. It is going to have to be a big rotated team to put out against Chelsea in the next episode, and I'm just hoping these players will fight till the end, and hopefully look at putting a lot of pressure on the teams moving forwards. But that is good for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.